Hello students, in this lecture we are going to learn about string. In my previous lecture I taught you what is character array, what is array, okay. How many types of array we learned? We learned one dimensional array and two dimensional array, okay. Today we are going to learn the string. What is string? So first try to understand the string is nothing but the set of characters, okay. The string is a set of characters, so you can say that the string is a group of characters, or you can say sequence of character. That is, in a simple language we call as word, okay. So set of characters. Suppose if you want to store that good, okay, this is one word. The word is good, okay. So if you want to store the word in a variable, then C does not support any such kind of data type to store the word. To store the word means to store the word is known as string in a C language, okay. String means, as I told you, string is set of character, or you can say group of character, or you can say sequence of character, okay. So if you want to store a word, okay, the another example you can take as a hello. If you want to store the next word as a hello in C, in a variable, then C does not support any string data type, okay. So to store the word, what you have to do? You have to declare the variable as of character array, okay. So character array, so let's try to understand what is character array. So string is nothing but the character array, okay. So character array, okay. As I told you, what is array? An array is a group of, so first, what is array? Array is a group of elements which is with same type, okay. So group of elements. So here we are storing group of character, okay. So that's why we are using character array. So how you can declare, what is the syntax to declare the character array? So let us take the syntax, that is char, okay. Then array name is any variable name which is valid in C programming language. So array name with its size, okay. Suppose if you want to store this good or a hello, okay. So for example, you need to declare one variable to store. Suppose if this is a string, then string is a variable name in which you are going to store the word, going to store a string, okay. So string, how many character? Hello can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. So 5 characters, okay. So here I am declaring the size 5. So as we know that array is a group of elements. That means, see how the compiler stored hello in this string. So string, every element of array refers by an index number, and the index number always start with 0. So string 0 is equals to h, okay. Now string 1 equals to e, then string 2 equals to l, then string 3 equals to again l, and string 4 equals to O, okay. So in this way you can store the value, but the size of array is always the number of characters, okay. The number of, how many characters you are going to store? 5 plus 6. 6 means 6. 1 is always for null character. Now let us try to understand what is null character. Okay, I hope you understand this, how the compiler will store the value hello in the string variable. Now see, so when you store any variable in array, any string in array variable, what will happen? Suppose you declare char, okay, char str is your variable with a size 6, okay, size 6. So this str variable is capable to hold 6 character. Now what is character? Okay, so character, what is character? Now try to understand. Suppose character is any alphabet, okay, any number or any special character, but that must enclose within a single quotation mark. Okay, any alphabet, that is A, B, okay, any number. If you entered 9 will be treated as a number, but if you enclose 9 with a single quotation mark, then it is treated as a character. Okay, special character like slash, like hash. Okay, so if you enclose any of this character into single quotation mark, then it will treated as a character. Okay, so here you are declaring char str as a char type with size 6. Okay, so what will happen? The compiler will store the string with what is the size? With the size 5, means it is capable to store the 5 character. You said suppose if you initialize value, see, char str 6, okay. Now here I am declaring, I am initialize. So initialize is always you can initialize array elements in a curly brace, that is H E L O, okay, and one null character. So what do you mean by this null character? So null character treated as a string terminator, means how the compiler will get your sequence of character or your group of character is end over here. So this symbol indicates that your string ends over here. यहाँ पे आपका स्ट्रिंग खत्म हो गया. सो ये नल कैरेक्टर देना बहुत जरूरी है. सो ये नल कैरेक्टर इंडिकेट्स इट इज ट्रीटेड एज अ स्ट्रिंग टर्मिनेटर. ओके, यानी यहाँ पे खत्म हो गया. इसको आप इस तरह से भी इनिशियलाइज कर सकते हैं. यू कैन इनिशियलाइज इन दिस वे आल्सो, दैट इज डबल कोटेशन. ओके, सपोज इफ यू hello. So in this case what will happen? The compiler first store in this 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so here H E L L O and null character. Okay, means here str, in str 0th element is H, str first element, str1 element is E, okay, str second element is L, str third element is L, str fourth element is O, and str fifth element is /0. So in this case, compiler automatically assign null character at the end of the string. Okay, so can handle the string in a C programming language. Okay, so see, one thing that you must remember, that is, you always declare the size of string, which is always the number of character which you are going to store in a string plus additional one for null character. Okay, so in this way, when you initialize the character in this way, means when you initialize the character in a curly brace, one character. Okay, so in that case you have to initialize null character, but if you initialize the string in this way, then compiler automatically put null character at the end of the string. Okay, I hope you understand. Okay, now you can initialize, you can declare the string variable character array, that is, suppose if you declare str and if you don't know, okay, what will the size of your string. Okay, in that case you can keep it as empty. Okay, so don't declare the size of your string over here, you just initialize the value. Suppose if you initialize hello here, so automatically compiler initialize how many characters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1 for null character 6. Okay, so you can initialize in this way, you can declare the array variable in this way also. So in this way what will happen? Automatically compiler assign the size of string which you initialize to the array variable, character array variable. Okay, so it will only possible when you do declaration and initialization at same time. Okay, so if you declare the array variable, okay, string variable, and at the same time if you initialize the string value to the string variable, then no need to declare the size. Okay, so one more thing I want to tell you. Suppose if you declare char str10 and you initialize value as good, so how the good will store? So see, str 0th element store G, okay, str 1 O, str 2 O, str 3 third element as D, okay, so D, okay, and str 4 is null character. Now what about 5th, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9? What about this? So these elements, compiler initialize these elements with null character. Okay, so null character, this is not a O, it's a 0. Remember, the null character is /0. Okay, so the compiler automatically initialize null character to the remaining, means the rest of elements. Okay, remaining rest of elements, null character. So in this way the string will be treated in a program. Now let's take an example to read the string and to print the string by using scanf statement. Okay, so scanf statement read the string at runtime, and whatever I taught to you here, that you can initialize at compile time. You can initialize the string at compile time. Now let us take an example with the scanf statement. Okay, so here I am going to take one name of any students. I am going to store it, and I will print it. Okay, so hash include stdio dot h hash include conio dot h. Every program must start with main function. Here I am declaring one variable, that is scan name. Okay, here I am taking the size of name is 10 character. Okay, and I am here read the value for name variable and write the value of the name variable. Now CLR SCR, after every declaration we always use CLR SCR to clear the screen. Now here I am going to print one message, that is printf enter your name. Okay, so your name is a group of character, or we can say sequence of character or a set of character. मीन्स हर किसी का नाम एक कैरेक्टर्स के ऊपर होता है, तो आपके नेम में कितने भी कैरेक्टर्स हो सकते हैं वो आपको अभी यहाँ पे लेना है. So we are reading the name, the value of name by using scanf statement. So when you read the string at runtime, you by using scanf statement, we need a format specifier. So here I am using the format specifier for string is %s. Okay. Now one thing you should remember, that when you read the string by using scanf statement, then there is no need to add the ampersand sign, which is for address. Okay, so here for string, there is no need to add the ampersand sign. You can simply you can use %s as a format specifier and variable name. Don't add ampersand sign for which is used for address with name in scanf statement. Okay, once you read the value, so whatever the name, suppose your name is Seema. Okay, your name is Seema. So you declare the name, suppose this is the name, and you have taken the size as a 10. So compiler, what will compiler do? Compiler 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so the size of name is 10 character. Okay, suppose you declare Seema. Okay, so by using the scanf statement, compiler automatically add null character at the end of your string. And what about the rest of character? We also put the null character for that elements also. Okay, so null character is an identifier, that is it is the end of string, because compiler has to know कि where कि ये जो स्ट्रिंग है वो कहाँ तक प्रिंट करे, ये जो सीक्वेंस ऑफ कैरेक्टर है ये कहाँ तक प्रिंट करे, तो वो कहाँ तक करेगा, जब तक उसे नल कैरेक्टर नहीं मिलता. Well, so in this way the value, that is string, will assign to the variable which is name which is of size 10. Okay, so यहाँ पे आपने जो भी नाम दिया, I am taking one example, that is the value of name is Seema, but you can take as your name. Okay, so ऐसा इस तरह से ये name को assign करेगा. फिर हमें क्या करना है, प्रिंट करना है. So print, हम न्यू लाइन में जाएंगे. न्यू लाइन again you have to use %s, है ना, फॉर्मेट स्पेसिफायर प्रिंटफ में भी लगता है, तो यहाँ फॉर्मेट स्पेसिफायर यू हैव टू ऐड फॉर्मेट स्पेसिफायर, और किसकी वैल्यू हम यहाँ पे प्रिंट कर रहे हैं, नेम की. ओके, get ch and the program end over here. So इस तरह से आपको scanf में ये string use करना है. So in this way you can read the string by using scanf statement and you can print the string by using printf statement. But remember that you should not have to use ampersand sign in scanf statement. Okay, so if you use ampersand sign in scanf statement, then it will cause an error. So यहाँ पे error आ सकता है. So be remember. So the format specifier for the string is %s. Okay. So in this way you can take a string. Suppose if you manipulate the string, means if you want to change the string. I am also taking one example that if you want to check. Suppose if you want to count the character of your string, okay, so how you can count. Suppose यहाँ पे मैं एक ले लेती हूँ नेम, ओके, नेम. फिर से हम यहाँ पे टेन साइज ले लेंगे. CLR SCR. Here printf, I am printing one message, that is enter your name. Okay. Now what I want actually कि how many characters are present in the inputted string. I want to count that character. Then to count the character, I need to declare one more variable, and that variable is int c. Okay, or count. Okay. So one variable, that is count, and I initialize it as 0. Okay. CLR SCR printf enter your name. Okay. Scanf to read the value for name, that is we are reading the value string. So for string the format specifier is %s and name. So the whatever value you inputted over here will be stored in a variable name. Okay. Now what we have to do, what exactly, यानी हम क्या करने वाले हैं. आप जो भी नेम यहाँ पे डालने वाले हैं, सपोज आपने नेम डाला है यहाँ पे, एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं. यहाँ पे आपने नेम डाला है सपोज हेलो. ठीक है. अब इस हेलो में आपको कितने कैरेक्टर है वो काउंट करना है. तो बहुत सिंपल है. आप ये जो स्ट्रिंग है वो कब तक एक्सेस करोगे, जब तक नल कैरेक्टर, यानी ये स्ट्रिंग मीन्स हाउ दिस स्ट्रिंग विल टर्मिनेट और हाउ दिस स्ट्रिंग विल बी एंड. सो इट्स up to the null character. You will access the string up to the null character. तो यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे एक लूप लगाएंगे while name of, there also I am taking one variable, that is I is equals to 0. Okay. So name of I not equals to null character. ओके. नल कैरेक्टर नहीं है तो काउंट प्लस हो जाएगा, आई प्लस होगा. हम चलेंगे ऊपर. नाउ सी, नाउ द नेम वी असाइन द वैल्यू हेलो टू द वेरिएबल नेम. सो यहाँ पे ये इसका एलिमेंट 0 है, एलिमेंट 1, एलिमेंट 2, एलिमेंट 3, एलिमेंट 4 और नल कैरेक्टर है 5. ओके. नाउ सी, name I, what is the value of I? 0. तो name 0 not equal to null. null character नहीं है, means condition true. So count में 1 ऐड होगा. count कितना था 0, इसमें 1 increase हो गया, means counts become now 1. the value of count is 1. I plus the value of I is also 1. Now the control of a program pass to check the condition. Now name 1 is not equals to null character. null character नहीं है, condition true. now फिर से हम loop block में entered होंगे. यहाँ पे count प्लस हो जाएगा, I प्लस हो जाएगी. again यहाँ पे name 2, I की वैल्यू बढ़ चुकी है 1, so name 2. यहाँ पे I की वैल्यू 2, so name 2. यहाँ पे L null character नहीं है, not equals to null character. So the condition is again true. So हम entered with block, we entered in the block and we increase the value of count and add. Now again we pass to check the condition. Now the value of I is 3. Name 3 is not equals to, name 3 is not equals to I. Okay, the condition is true. Now again we enter in the block and the value of count is increased by 1 and the value of I is also increased by 1. Now name 4 not equal to null. Name 4 not equals to null. Yes, it is not equals to null. Again we entered in a block and we increase the value of count tan I and again we pass to check the condition. Now name 5. Name 5 not equals to null. No, the condition is false now. See here. now यहाँ 5 is a null character, तो यहाँ पे टर्मिनेट हो जाएंगे और यहाँ पे काउंट में अभी देख लीजिए काउंट में कितना हो गया 5. सो द नंबर ऑफ कैरेक्टर in name equals to %d which is in count. Okay, get CH. So I hope you understand this. Okay, so we can access the string up to null character. I hope you understand this. Thank you.